homestand continues here tonight. It's game 4 of a season-long 6-game homestand. The Norwich Sea Unicorns meeting tonight with the visiting Nashua Silver Knights. We're coming at you live at the Mashantucket Pequot Barbecue Pavilion down the left field line. Why? Because we're barking in the park again. Second bark in the park here this summer. Norwich trying to right the ship here after a frustrating doubleheader. They were swept last night by the Worcester Bravehearts. Norwich trying to turn the page. They'll have their four-legged friends with them here tonight after a rough night at the park. Maybe that's the lucky charm the Sea Unicorns will need here tonight. And for all of our dog owners, you don't have to worry about the water bowls. You don't have to worry about the dog treats. Why? Because Norwich Town Pet Resort and Spa and Creature Comforts Animal Inn, they have you covered all night long. We just ask you keep your dogs on a leash, or they might be trying to play fetch out there on the field with some of our Sea Unicorns here tonight. So for the safety of the dogs, keep them on a leash. It's a great night. First Saturday night home game here in 2025 at Dodd Stadium in Eastern Connecticut. Just a gorgeous night for some Sea Unicorns baseball. They're trying to get back on track. They want to snap the 3-game slide, and what better than the dogs coming to the ballpark and the Sea Unicorns riding that positive energy. That's right. Bark in the park. We're doing it again. We want to see you here tonight. It's a great night of baseball. We will take our first time out on the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show because when we return, we're talking Anthony Tirado. His bat is barking right now. More to come when we return on the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. A beautiful Saturday night in Eastern Connecticut, barking in the park. The pregame show continues right now. We're talking Anthony Tirado because his bat is coming to life. It's a Tirado transformation right now, and this is wonderful to see, really, guys, because it was a tough start to the year for him. You really feel for him. He works so hard. He's always in the batting cage. He's trying to put in extra work. He's so detail-oriented, and the production just wasn't there for him. He wasn't getting the results, but he's turned a corner, and he also likes playing these Nashua Silver Knights. Oh, yeah, he's a .500 hitter against them. 4 for 8 against Nashua so far this summer. Let's roll the tape right now. I mean, this is tremendous stuff right now. He's riding a 3-game hitting streak. Another one for him last night, but this started against the New Britain Bees last week in a big walk-off victory for the Sea Unicorns, and you really wanted to see him start to get rolling. You like the confidence right now. A little swagger for number 7 when he's walking into the lefty batter's box. He expects results from himself, and things are looking good for him. He's helping drive. He's steering the boat right now for the Norwich offense. Let's look at some of these numbers. Yeah, that's right, the Tirado transformation. Here's a look at some of these numbers. The first week for him was really a tough stretch. He was just 2 for 25 in his first 7 contests. 2 RBIs, but he also struck out 6 times. Fast forward last 5 games, 3-game hitting streak. He's 7 for his last 15. He's hitting almost .500 during this stretch. .467 the batting average. Couple of RBI as well. But the strikeout rate, that is shot right down. He hasn't struck out over these last 5 contests. He's seeing a lot of pitches. He's averaging right around 6.5 pitches per plate appearance during this hot streak for him. So it's about the little things, and you love to see the stretch, the run that he is on right now, and hopefully it's contagious to the rest of the guys. Tirado transformation right now. He's back in there He's in center field once again for Kyle Dombrowski's crew. Here's what the UMass product had to say about his recent stretch at the plate. For more on that, here's my conversation with Norwich Sea Unicorns outfielder Anthony Tirado. Joined alongside Sea Unicorns outfielder Anthony Tirado. I'm sure the start might not have been what you wanted offensively, but I know you were continuing to work on things. You were quite patient with yourself. What has that turning point really started to be for you?
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating coming off a solid 5 weeks in college and then coming here and struggling a little bit. But, I mean, it's baseball. It happens. That's why I love baseball. It's fun. The challenge is hard. And, yeah, struggling, going through it all. And I put a lot of work in just with my coaches at home, hitting pretty much every morning and just trying to figure out stuff, and finally made some tweaks, and it's nice having the cage upstairs to hit whenever and finally feel comfortable in the box and starting to feel like how I did in college.
I think one of the transitions people might not talk about is wood bat here in summer ball compared to the aluminum bats with you at UMass. Was that a part of that transition process to start the season?
I mean, definitely. I love swinging wood bat personally. It's my favorite thing in the world, but definitely exposes you more than a metal bat does. Just like if you get jammed with metal bats, it's going to fly, and if you get jammed with wood bats, it's not really going to go anywhere. So definitely the getting exposed, and just got to put everything aside and just go back to basics, and yeah.
I think the beauty about baseball is no matter what, you get to come right back here and do it every single day, 6 days a week. It's a little bit different than being able to do that in college baseball, but I feel like you thrive being able to come here and play almost every single day.
Yeah, I mean, playing baseball as much as you can is probably the best thing for everyone here. So it's fun. It's a lot, but it's fun, and I enjoy it.
Now let's talk about playing in the outfield. You've gotten plenty of reps there as well. It seems like your routes have gotten a little bit smoother, but also maybe a little bit more confident out there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Playing outfield in college was my first time playing outfield in my life, so definitely coming in here, working on what I need to work on, like routes and just everything the outfield has to offer, just working on everything.
Let's look at this outfield here at Dodd Stadium. It's a spacious one, quite a vast one. Does it feel like this ballpark is a lot bigger than some other ones and having to cover a lot more ground when you see the ball come off the bat?
Oh, definitely. Especially in college, there's been a bunch of balls here that are probably gone in a lot of parks, and just knowing that you're going to have room and have time, it's pretty good. A good thing I don't have to jump over any fences or go into the fence, because that's all wood and it's pretty hard.
Yeah, that one, I don't think that would be much fun for the body either. I'll ask you one last one. Away from the ballpark, I know that we're so baseball-centric focused here, but maybe some things you like to do and maybe you don't have a bat in your hand.
Well, it's very rare without a bat in my hand, but I guess I'm a big fisherman, so I'll go fishing sometimes and just maybe some walks, but really just fishing. And I guess any free time I don't have fishing, I'm lifting. So,
is there a favorite fish you have? Do you cook the fish after you catch them, or do you put those fish back in there?
I mean, I'll keep one fish. I like to go for stripers, so I'm a big striper guy. So early in the morning, go fishing for stripers. Last year, we came back from Vermont at 4 in the morning, and I just drove down to my boat and went fishing. Right from there, caught a couple stripers, came back, took a nap, and then played another game.
That's all good stuff right there. All right, Sea Unicorn fans, that's outfielder Anthony Tirado. Tirado, as always, thanks for doing this. It's always so much fun catching up.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Always so great being able to catch up with Anthony Tirado and also see him really find his groove at the dish. He's getting it done. Mini 3-game hitting streak. And oh, yeah, he's also been working on continuing to make that transition from the infield to the outfield. It's not an easy task to be able to do. I mean, look right behind me. Look at the vast outfield here at Dodd Stadium. So much ground he has to cover, but he's so smooth, so seamless out there. Just the way he's been able to make that transition for himself. We'll take another pause here on the pregame show because we have more Bark in the Park fun coming your way next, because the Duke, he's coming back to the Rose City. That's right. All of that when we return on the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, as always, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Yeah, we're barking in the park. Saturday night baseball finally here in Eastern Connecticut. A lot of fun, but right now we're talking about the Duke. He's coming back to Norwich, a second summer for him. Let's roll the highlights right now because he was impressive last summer for the Sea Unicorns, the corner outfielder, what he was able to do offensively, and how about what he just did at Central Connecticut this past spring. A brilliant season as a sophomore for a Blue Devils team that made the way into the NCAA tournament. 2025 All-Northeast Conference second team honoree. He was named to the Northeast Conference All-Tournament team. And how about the numbers for the Duke at Central? 348 the batting average, 4 homers, 48 runs driven in. He's back in the Rose City, the second-year man coming here to the Sea Unicorns once again. He's batting in the cleanup spot here tonight in left field for Kyle Dombrowski. Maybe juice up the offense a little bit, get that going. And we spoke with Antonio Ducatelli. Here's what the Sea Unicorns outfielder had to say on his return to Norwich and his impressive spring at Central Connecticut. For more on that, here's my conversation with Antonio Ducatelli. Joined alongside Norwich Sea Unicorns outfielder Antonio Ducatelli. Well, welcome back to the Rose City.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you back. Let's go back to last summer, part of that Futures League championship. How much fun was it to be a part of that team and help you go back to Central for your past season?
Last summer was one of the most fun I've ever had playing baseball. The group of guys we had, I think that's why we did as well as we did, because we had that team chemistry to go out there, have fun, win games, and it was awesome.
It was an outstanding season for you at Central, also named to the all-tournament team as well in that NCAA tournament. To get into the tournament is always a special accomplishment. How much fun was it for you to be a part of that?
Yeah, it was a great time. Our team, we battled all season, a lot of injuries, a lot of ups and downs, but when it came down to it, we flipped the switch, went out there, played hard, played for each other, and walked away winners. It was awesome.
Something that I think was pretty special about that group, a lot of guys in that starting lineup that played in the Futures League. Some of them were some of your teammates here in Norwich. You got to play against those guys. What was it like to have some of that in common with some of your teammates?
Yeah, it was awesome. We played each other all summer. Obviously, we were all split up. We weren't on the same team, so it was fun to go out there and play your teammates at school. But yeah, I think everybody kind of going off on their own, getting better, and coming back together and really forming as one team. That's what I think ultimately helps us win everything.
And now your second summer here as a Sea Unicorn, one of the veterans on this team. How does that maybe help with your comfortability to be able to come back?
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even say comfortable. I would just say more excited. Some returners from last year, new group of guys. Yesterday it was awesome getting to know everybody. I'm really excited to get close, get a good bond for this summer. We're going to be here a while, so we better get close. And, let's go out there and win some games.
You'll get to have Kyle Dombrowski as your manager. He was the associate manager last year. He was also the third base coach as well. How fun is it to play for him?
Yeah, Dembro's a great coach. He's a great mix of he'll hold you accountable when you need to step up, but he's also a guy who's he's going to pat you on the back. He's almost like a friend in a way. So it's good to go out there and play for him. I'm excited to play for him. I know a lot of guys are. So yeah.
For you, maybe some goals you have for yourself and maybe some things you're trying to work on as well coming back to Norwich.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just trying to stay true to myself. I don't want to try and go out here and do too much. I kind of just want to stay to my game, low line drives, show some power, play some great defense, and I just want to help the team win any way I can.
One last one for you. You'll see the Nashua Silver Knights here today. Maybe some keys to victory for the group to get this one here on a Saturday night.
Yeah, we just got to start hitting. Pass the bat to the next guy. Work our way on, whether it's walks, errors, hit by pitch. Just find a way on. Get key hits in key situations. Pitching's going to go out there. They're going to do the job, play some good defense behind them, and we're going to turn it around. We're going to start winning some games.
Unicorn fans, that is outfielder Antonio Ducatelli. Great to have you back. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Great to see Antonio Ducatelli make his way back. He's bringing the positive vibes, the energy. He's batting cleanup here tonight, as we said, and hopefully fuel the offense. Get the bats sparking here tonight. We're barking in the park on Saturday night. That is going to wrap things up on the Norwich Unicorns pregame show, as always, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. On the other side, it's Saturday night baseball at Dodd Stadium. The Sea Unicorns and the Silver Knights next.
You buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook, as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
It's a fly ball down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Soldier has the green light rounding third. He's going to come all the way home and score! The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back future league champions. Norwich Sea Unicorn baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. It'll be the Yukon product, Frank Spirito, to take the mound for Norwich as the Unicorns try to get themselves back on track with the visiting Nashua Silver Knights. So look at the numbers here so far tonight. Starting pitcher for Norwich, as always, it's presented by Silver Tree Saddlery. Get in the saddle at Silver Tree Saddlery. 0-0 record for him. ERA sitting at 4.5. This is his second start of the summer. 8 strikeouts to 4 walks issued. First pitch of the ball game officially underway. 6:29 local time here in beautiful Eastern Connecticut at historic Senator Thomas J. Dodd Stadium. Ernie Little leads it off for the Silver Knights. The 1-0 coming home from Spirito is in the air. It's lifted back and out of play. It was a tough day for the Sea Unicorns, or as we like to say, a rough day for Norwich against the top-seeded Worcester Bravehearts. They lost a lopsided 1-12-3 in the opener and 6-5 in Game 2. Kenny Noe charges in. He fires it across the diamond to Rivera. 1 gone. Always important to take care of the leadoff man. And Spirito does just that to take care of Ernie Little. It was a comeback you have to like of sorts for Norwich. Unfortunately, they were unable to come all the way back in that ball game, but what an effort for Norwich, and you have to commend that. The way that they stuck with it. So easy to hang your heads when it's already 6-0, and Norwich found a way to make it a ball game in the bottom of the 7th, just ran out of time. 6-5 was the final in Game 2. Norwich now 8-11 through their first 19 contests. The 1-0 coming home is downstairs at Spall 2. Here's the left fielder, Dylan Littlefield. A look at the Nashua batting order as designed by their manager, Nick Guarino. Batting third is the right fielder, Jake Hardy. In the cleanup spot is the third baseman, Joseph Zork. This is lined back to the screen, strike 1. Batting fifth at short is Patrick Shrake. Joey Current, the catcher, batting 6th. River Hart is the designated hitter, batting 7th. Jack Forges bats 8th. He's at first base with Ryan Strand in center field, batting 9th. The delivery, swing and a miss, strike 2. Spirito raises the elevator there, and he climbs the ladder. He gets Littlefield to chase, strike 2. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Nashua left fielder. The delivery home is sawed off. This is going to go into the seats and out of play. Good battle here between Spirito and the left fielder, Dylan Littlefield. So far this summer for Spirito, 4.5 ERA. 5th game of the summer, just his second start. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, he just got a piece of it. Baglino could not hold on to it, so living to fight another day is the left fielder, Littlefield. Last time out for Spirito, he went 4 innings in a 7-3 victory for Norwich over the Starfires. He allowed just 2 hits. He struck out 2. He walked a man. This is ripped in the air out to left field. It's falling in a hurry. Sliding effort. Kenny Noe gets to it. What a play there by the shortstop. Kenny Noe in short left field. There's your artisan building and remodeling defensive play of the game. Noe doesn't waste much time doing it. And 2 up, 2 down here for Spirito to start the first. Well, you talk about some sort of range, just slide and time it. Here's the right fielder, Jake Hardy. Hardy out of Penn State University, rising sophomore there out of Sudbury, Massachusetts. He's taking first, strike 1. Look at the Norwich defense here around the infield. Over at third base is Caden Fay. Kenny Noe, he's been busy. He's made a couple of plays. He's the shortstop. Charlie Walsh at second, with Gabriel Rivera handling the first base duties. In the outfield from left to right, Antonio Ducatelli making his Norwich Sea Unicorns debut is in left. Anthony Tirado in center field with Aiden Stern in right. Spirito tossing to Baglino, the 0-2. This is lined back into the seats again, and staying in there is Jake Hardy. So far this summer for the Penn State product, Hardy, 6'1", 195 pounds. He's in the back of the righty box. He's hitting just 192 for Nashua. On 0-2. An awkward swing. It was a wipeout slider. He did not make contact, and Baglino was going to tag him. Hardy's already packed the suitcases, and the inning is over. Nashua nothing, and the Sea Unicorns coming to the plate when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Strong start for Frank Spirito. He works a scoreless top of the first. Now it's time to meet the Norwich Sea Unicorns batting order. As always, it's presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling, Connecticut's trusted roofing experts from Berlin to Westbrook. They've got you covered. Leading it off is the Trinity Bantam, Eden Stern. Gabriel Rivera bats second. He's at first base. Charlie Walsh batting third at second. In the cleanup spot, Antonio Ducatelli making his season debut. Caden Fay bats fifth. He's at third base. Anthony Tirado batting sixth in center field. Aiden Baglino doing the catching. He bats seventh. C.J. Nolan's the designated hitter batting eighth. And Kenny Noe, the shortstop, batting ninth. Aggressive on the first pitch. A fly ball out to straightaway center field. Strand moving back. He makes the grab on it. One pitch and one out here for Andrew Shenever. Let's meet the Nashua Silver Knights starter. Working economically to start this ball game. Shenevert out of St. Anselm College, Dracut, Massachusetts native. This is his second start of the summer. Fourth game of the season. He's 3-0 so far. 1.80 for him. In 12 innings worked, 14 strikeouts. He's walked just 3. That's pretty impressive numbers for the second-year Silver Knight Shenevert. Shenevert toes the rubber, 6'1", 215 pounds. Is the righty starter. The 1-1 home. Foul ball into the seats, right field side. Glad you're with us. Spark in the park here at Dodd Stadium on this Saturday night. Finally not a rainy Saturday. We've had to wait 16 consecutive Saturdays for this one out here, but we finally have got it. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Shenevert. The righty comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rivera punches out, and there's 2 down. Look at the Nashua defense around the infield. Over at third base, Joseph Zork. The shortstop, Patrick Shrake. At second base, Ernie Little. And the first baseman is Jack Forgis. In the outfield from left to right, it's Dylan Littlefield in left field. Ryan Strand in center with Jake Hardy in right. The pitcher-catcher battery tonight for Nick Guarino's group is Andrew Shenevert, dealing tonight to Joey Current. That's way outside. Now the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Charlie Walsh. This is launched foul, and now Shenevert ahead of Walsh. A ball and 2 strikes. Charlie so far this summer for the Sea Unicorns. The George Washington University product, 7 for his first 26. Batting average is dipped now to 269. He was red hot to begin the season. Now he lifts a high fly ball. This is going to be playable. Now charging in a hurry to make the catch on it is Hardy. The inning is over. Shenevert works a scoreless first inning. Norwich goes down in order. The second is next when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Bell Logistics LLC is proud to support the Norwich community and its nonprofit organizations. The Bell Logistics fans of the game are sitting atop Section 3. Thank you, Robert Bell and Bell Logistics LLC for your support. And be sure to visit the hole-in-the-wall bar at the Bell Logistics Beer Garden.
Welcome back to Dodd Stadium. We're ready to go. Top of the second inning. A chance to look at some of the upcoming promotions. Get your tickets now. Go SeaUnicorns.com. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow, autograph book giveaway Family Sunday here at Dodd Stadium. On Friday, June the 20th, we'll have, check that. On Friday, June the 27th, we'll have our final Friday night fireworks show in the month of June. Thirsty Thursday on June the 26th. And by purchasing a ticket to next home game on Tuesday, June 24th against the Vermont Lake Monsters, we'll get to see you next Tuesday, August 5th, when the Lake Monsters return to Norwich. First pitch of the innings, the fastball. It misses upstairs, ball one. Leadoff man up in the inning is Joseph Zork. Zork out of Princeton University, rising sophomore, Sterling, Massachusetts native, hitting just 125 on the season, 3 first 24. He scored a couple runs. Just one RBI for him. Count is even, it's 1-1. Working from the stretch is Spirito. Righty kicks and deals. This is popped up. This is going to go trailing into the seats. Back behind the plate. And now the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Spirito, the starter tonight for Norwich. 6 feet, 210 pounds, Yukon Husky product. He did not play as a freshman, but as a redshirt freshman this past fall. He saw limited playing time, but this is punched into right field. And Joseph Zork aboard, a leadoff man on for the Silver Knights to start the second. For Spirito, in his first action with Yukon, he was 0-1 in 5 appearances. He worked just 4 2/3. He allowed 7 earned runs in that span. ERA was 13.5 for him. There's the fastball. Good life on the outside corner. Strike one. Spirito working ahead now of the shortstop, Patrick Shrake. Shrake's the shortstop tonight for the Silver Knights. He's got a man on. That's Joseph Zork. He began the inning with the single into right field. Now a bouncing ball chopped to Noe. He goes to Walsh for one. The throw to Rivera in plenty of time. There's your SureBright Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. It's 6-4-3. Taylor-made double play, and that time it's Kenny Noe who starts it out. Nice work there by the Sea Unicorns middle infield defense to turn it. Always appreciate those as a pitcher, and Spirito's got 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Joey Current. Current out of Townsend University, transferred there from Delaware State, Denver, PA native. 5'11", 205 pounds. He's in the righty batter's box. Spirito ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Now an awkward check swing on the curveball. It's in the bottom of the zone, strike 2. So impactful for a starter when you see the defense making those kinds of plays behind you. You can get right into attack mode and trust them. There's the fastball. It misses outside. Spirito trying to expand the strike zone on Current, who's hitting just .251 so far in his first 9 games as a Silver Knight. 6 for his first 23. Ready from the stretch, the 1-2. Wipeout slider in the dirt. He buries it. Now the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nashua in their road black uniforms. They have the red numbers on the back. Gray bottoms. And the Sea Unicorns in their traditional white home uniforms with the gold Sea Unicorns lettering across the chest. The gold numbers on the back with the navy blue hats and the N for Norwich on the hat. Norwich changing their hats here in 2025. It's a gold end for Norwich. Now a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Spirito punches out Current. His second punch out of the ball game. It's 0-0 headed to the home half on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fans, every Thursday is Thirsty Thursday here at Dodd Stadium with beer specials on Narragansett. Next Thirsty Thursday coming at you next Thursday here, the final Thursday in the month of June. It's the Sea Unicorns and the New Britain Bees right here at the friendly confines of Dodd Stadium. First pitch scheduled 6:30 local time. Following Thirsty Thursday, next Thursday, we'll have it on July the 10th, July 17th, and August the 7th. Always a lot of fun. Thursday night home games. Norwich has been at home every Thursday in the month of June. Narragansett has to like that. That's good promotion for them, especially for the fans out here at Dodd Stadium. With how hot it's been, you got to cool off. Get yourself some Narragansett on a Thursday. It's supposed to get up to 100 degrees on Monday starting this coming week. It is going to get hot here in Eastern Connecticut. Here's the Duke of Norwich, Antonio Ducatelli. He will start things out for Norwich. And boy, did he light things on fire at Central Connecticut. .348 hitter for the Blue Devils this past season. Now he chops a bouncing ball to first. Borges has it. The play at first in time. Shenevert gets there in the nick of time. Ducatelli's retired to start the second. Here's the third baseman, Caden Fay. Shenevert out of St. Anselm was 2-1 this past spring. A 7.94 ERA for him. He started 3 games. He made 10 appearances, working 26 and a third innings. Ready to come home. First pitch inside to the University of Pennsylvania product, Caden Fay, ball 1. He had 27 strikeouts, however, to 13 walks, but he is a victim of the long ball. He allowed 9 homers. Now bobbling it at second base is Little, but he recovers in time. And he completes the ground out. 2 down here for Shenevert to start the second. While Shenevert was a victim of the long ball, allowing the 9 homers at St. Anselm, you also have to remember Dodd Stadium is not like most other parks. The ball just dies out in the outfield. This is ripped on the line to second. Little had some trouble with it. It was rocketed over to him, but he recovers again in time, and the inning is over. So Shenevert works a quick second inning. Norwich goes down in order. It was a busy inning for Ernie Little. No score. We're headed to the third on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Just a 4-pitch inning for Andrew Shenevert, and then you can also say thank you to Ernie Little. It was just a vacuum over there at second base. He retired Norwich in order, headed to the third inning. But how about talking about Tuesday promotions here at the ballpark? You already know hot dogs 2 for $5 hot dog specials here at Dodd Stadium. And also, by purchasing a ticket to next Tuesday's home game against the Lake Monsters, you'll get a ticket voucher for the next Tuesday home game in Norwich. It's also against the Vermont Lake Monsters. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 local time. It's the final game of the season-long 6-game homestand here at Dodd Stadium. Get your tickets now. GoSeaUnicorns.com. Spirito comes in with Uncle Charlie. It's way inside, ball one. It's the designated hitter, River Hart, to start things out for Nashua in the top of the third inning. Hart out of UMass Lowell in his second summer with the Silver Knights. Hart 6'2", 205 pounds. A native of Nashua, the Gate City. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hart. Spirito, the righty, kicks and deals. This is off the end of the bat. It is soaring foul into the seats. Well, the Dogs, they got to be enjoying it. Unfortunately, they're on the other side, or they'd be able to start playing fetch right now with some of the foul balls here. Count is a ball and 2 strikes to River Hart. He's hitting just 173 this summer for Nashua. He has 3 long balls, though. 3 doubles to his name. Has the red bat with the red batting gloves. He's in the back of the righty box. The 1-2 from Spirito. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Spirito dials up the fastball. 3 strikeouts for him here tonight. Here's the first baseman, another UMass Lowell product. Now it's Jack Forges. Forges a recent addition to the Silver Knights. Out of Leo Minister, Massachusetts. He was just added to their roster today. This is his season debut. He's a riser, headed to UMass Lowell, 6'1", 200 pounds. Spirito ahead of him, the 0-1 pitch home. There's the curveball. It misses up and in, and the count is even. Forges is the number 8 hitter in the Nashua lineup today. Now he just gets a piece of it. He fouls it back. Strike 2. Forges attended St. John's High School. He's really excited about the opportunity, he says, about going to UMass Lowell. The way their coaching staff takes care of their players. That just missed outside, ball 2. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Forges is the 9th-ranked third baseman in New England and was seen by UMass Lowell while playing for his travel team, the Nor'easters, as a high schooler. But right here he strikes out. back-to-back strikeouts for Spirito in the second. He's got 3 in a row. On a roll now is the Yukon Husky, Frank Spirito. Now it's the center fielder, Ryan Strand. Strand, guess where he's going? UMass Lowell as well. Plenty of Riverhawks on this Nashua lineup card today for Nick Guarino. Batters 7, 8, and 9, all from UMass Lowell. That's way outside, the slider missing. The count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Baglino is the catcher here for Norwich tonight. Clay Harchie off the roster right now. He's playing internationally. It's always exciting to be able to represent the country. A ground ball, bounce to Kenny Noe. Long throw across the diamond. Rivera was able to keep his foot on the first base bag. The inning is over. A couple strikeouts and a ground out. And Spirito has 3 scoreless frames here tonight. The home half is next when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Cruising right along here in Norwich. 0-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Between the Sea Unicorns and the Nashua Silver Knights. This is a Nashua team that Norwich is looking directly above in the Futures League standings. 4th meeting of the summer between these two foes. Waving a miss, strike 1. Good wipeout slider there from Shenevert. It rings the outside corner. Baglino out of Fairfield University. The catching duties tonight for Kyle Dombrowski's group. He's still looking for his first hit of the summer. It's always the toughest one to get, is hit number 1. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch coming home. The breaking ball is into foul ground, first base side. Long run over for Forges. He runs out of real estate, strike 2. You have to remember for Baglino, he did not play at all for the Stags. He dealt with an injury that kept him out the entirety of the season, so he's back to full strength, but you can never quite simulate a game in a practice with a live pitcher coming at you. The delivery ties him up inside, strike 3. Baglino punches out. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's all about getting the timing down, and for hitters, you have to be on time, of course, to hit, but when you are out as long as Baglino was, it's a matter of figuring that timing out, sorting it out. Still early on in the season for him. I'm sure that'll start to come, just building that comfortability. Here's C.J. Nolan. Shenevert's first pitch is a high fly ball. This is soaring into the seats. That's out by the Mashantucket Pequot Barbecue Pavilion. That's into some of the designated area for where all the four-legged friends of ours are taking in some Futures League baseball tonight. Shenevert ready to go. The 0-1. Fastball dials the top of the outside corner. He paints it. Strike two. CJ did not play in the doubleheader yesterday against the Worcester Bravehearts. He's taking up an away ball one. CJ hitting just 191. He's been held hitless over his last 13 plate appearances. His last hit came against New Britain in a ball game back on June the 10th. Now he lifts a fly ball out to the left center field gap, but able to cut it down is Littlefield. CJ hit it well, but good coverage out there for Littlefield, and CJ's retired. 2 down here in the third. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kenny Noe. Noe out of Freeport, New York. He's trying to turn the lineup card over. For Noe, it's now his 6th straight game in the number 9 spot. He's found some comfortability in that spot, but as he phrases it, he wants to just help this team win. This is an offense that's gone stale over the last 3 ball games for Norwich during this little slide. Shenevert ahead of him, righty on lefty matchup with 2 outs. The 0-1. Missing outside. The count is even. A look at the umpiring crew here tonight. The home plate umpire is Jake Brickta. Tony Venturini over at first base, and Jeff Kleiner is the third base umpire. Curveball misses upstairs, ball 2. Noe so far this summer for Norwich hitting .324. That is 4th best among qualified hitters. The 2-1 delivery. Up and away, ball 3. Check that. That's 3rd best among qualified hitters for the Sea Unicorns. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. Shenevert comes home. He misses up and away. He loses the Monmouth product on 5 pitches. And the Sea Unicorns have their first base runner of the ball game. It'll turn over the lineup card for Aiden Stern. Stern is the reigning Mashantucket Pequot Museum Sea Unicorn Player of the Week. What an unbelievable week Stern had for the Sea Unicorns, helping Norwich put together that 4-game winning streak. He was He was 7 for 15 last week for Norwich. He had 2 triples for himself. He also had 3 doubles as well. The pitch to Stern. This is ripped on the line out to right field. This is going to get down. First hit of the ball game. Going first to third is Noe. He'll get in there standing. Now Stern trying to hustle his way to second. He slides in there safely. Base hit for Aiden Stern and some heads-up base running for himself. Norwich has something brewing here in the third with a couple of outs. They have him at second and third for Gabriel Rivera. What a piece of hitting there for Stern. He's seen the baseball extremely well this summer for Norwich. He's been their most consistent hitter. 359 hitter entering play today. That's going to continue to skyrocket for him. Here's Rivera. Shenevert's delivers the curveball. He finds the outside corner, strike 1. Rivera struck out his first time up. It was a frustrated Rivera. It's been a problem for Norwich as of late has been the strikeout numbers. 2 strikeouts so far tonight for Shenevert. Battling here in the third inning. That's inside for ball 1. Good take there for the Rutgers commit. Rivera's played some third base as well. Tonight he has the first base duties. The 1-1. Up and away for ball 2. Rivera hitless over his last 3 contests. A hit could give Norwich the lead. He's jammed and he pops it up. Zork, the third baseman, calling for it. Underneath it, he makes the grab, and the inning is over. Chenevert works around a 2-out jam. No score, headed to the 4th when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962 and reserve your suite today. Fans, stick with us following the final out recorded in tonight's game for the Capital Property Group postgame show, trying to talk about a Norwich Sea Unicorns win when we get there later tonight. Fans, that's Capital Property Group, condo and real estate management. Go to mycapitalteam.com. Who's the player of the game going to be? Find out following the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Silver Knights have won 5 straight contests entering play here tonight. They've been rolling over this stretch. Victory over Norwich in the midst of it. That was back on Wednesday to start the week out for the Sea Unicorns. They were defeated 6-3. A lot of self-inflicted wounds for Norwich in that loss. A swing and a miss there. Spirito ties up the leadoff man, Ernie Little. Little grounded out to short his first time up. Defense has been making the plays here tonight for Norwich. That's way outside. That's going to go to the backstop. Overthrown fastball from Spirito. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball command so important for Spirito. He's got a lanky frame for himself. 6'1", 210 pounds is the right-hander. The 2-1. Up and in, ball 3. Always so important for pitchers. You want to keep your shoulder in. You never want to see that fly open. And that was the case of it there. You can get away with those with the bases empty. The 3-1. It's outside. It just missed. 5-pitch walk to Little. And just the first walk issue tonight from Spirito. This will bring up the left fielder, Dylan Littlefield. It's been a mix of everything for Nashua over this recent 5-game stretch. This is sawed off by Littlefield. He popped out to the shortstop and was a sliding grab for Noe in short left field. He had to go a long ways to make the catch on it. Norwich has a double play turned already. They have another lined up here. Man on is the leadoff man, Little. Bouncing ball, tapped foul, strike 2. Here's Littlefield at the plate, and he's going to have to wait a little longer as Spirito checks in on the base runner, Ernie Little. Little so far this summer has 10 steals for Nashua. He's a base stealing threat. He's got a large lead. Spirito misses up and away with the high fastball. Spirito has 4 strikeouts to his name tonight. He's ahead of Littlefield, 1-2. Spirito again checking in on the base runner. Rivera with the tag, just a hair late. And back in there safely is Ernie Little. The 10 steals this summer for Little is team leading for Nashua. Spirito again has his thoughts consumed with the base runner right now. That's Little. Little out of Wesleyan University. He's the base runner. Now a shallow fly ball hit into left field. A running grab made out there by the left fielder, Antonio Ducatelli. What a grab for the Duke. He had to go a long way. He makes a shoelace catch. It retires Littlefield, and there's one down. That was a troubling looping fly ball, and Ducatelli comes up with the big grab. That could have really opened things up for the Nashua offense. Instead, 1 out, 1 on. Now the runner Little is going. Baglino's throw is just tardy, and it's a swipe bag for Ernie Little, his 11th of the summer. Into scoring position now for the right fielder, Jake Hardy. Hardy struck out his first time to the plate. Hardy out of Penn State and Sudbury, Massachusetts. Behind in the count, 0-1. Spirito's delivery, cut on and miss, strike 2. Wipeout slider there from Spirito. Spirito, a native of Bristol, Connecticut. He actually lives on a farm, and he from time to time will bring fresh eggs for his fellow teammates to enjoy. Can't get them more fresh than right off the farm. The 0-2, this is crunched foul. Right off the Spirito farm in Bristol, Connecticut. Can't ask for anything more than that. Count is no balls, 2 strikes to the Nashua right fielder, Jake Hardy. Hardy did not play in any games for Penn State as a freshman. The 0-2. Outside Baglino tried to tug it back into the outside corner. No luck there from the home plate umpire here tonight. That's Jake Brichta. Baglino set up inside. Little's the base runner at second. The pitch. Awkward check swing. He certainly went around. Spirito strikes out Hardy. There's 2 down. Oh, what a wipeout. That's a nasty slider there from Spirito.
The third baseman, Joseph Zork.
This will bring up the third baseman, Joseph Zork. Zork singled to right field his first time up. Spirito trying to work a clean 4th inning. Both teams with just 1 hit in the ball game. That bounces to Baglino. He blocks it for ball 1. Zork out of Princeton University, attended Gonzaga College High School in Sterling, Virginia. Spirito set at the belt. He takes a look at Little. Now he comes to the plate. That's way inside it. Hits the batter Zork. And that's going to give the Silver Knights some traffic now. They have them at first and second with 2 outs.
The shortstop, Patrick Shrake.
This will keep the inning alive now for Patrick Shrake. He hit into an inning-ending double play his first time up. Now is back in the 2nd inning. 6-4-3 the double play. Spirito just trying to navigate a traffic jam with 2 outs in the 4th. The pitch, curveball, upstairs, ball 1. Shrake out of Colby College, attended the Latin School of Chicago before making his way to Colby up in Maine. Right-hander kicks and deals home. That's brushes Shrake back. High and tight, a little chin music there for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to the batter Shrake. A swing and a miss there, strike 1. Colby in Waterville, Maine is the 12th oldest independent liberal arts college where Shrake goes. This is a fly ball in the air. This is going to be playable. And Ducatelli makes the catch. The inning is over. Nice work to avoid the traffic jam for Spirito. No score headed to the bottom of the 4th. Next on the Futures League Baseball Network. And watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point of sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans, Friday night fireworks coming right back to Dodd Stadium. It was so much fun last night. Next Friday, June 27th, the next Friday night fireworks here at Dodd Stadium. When the Norwich Sea Unicorns play host to the Westfield Starfires, will light up the skies. Other Friday night fireworks will come back on July the 18th, July 25th, and August the 1st. American fireworks presented by Liberty Bank. First pitch is always 6:30 local time for every Friday night home game here at Dodd Stadium. Leadoff man up for Norwich is the second baseman, Charlie Walsh. Ready to go. His first pitch home is on the outside corner, strike 1. Both teams have been held to just one hit so far tonight. We're rolling right along here at Dodd Stadium. The 0-1 taken outside, and now the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Norwich as a team is hitting just .211 this summer. That is bottom in the Futures League. Offense has been tough to come by. So important to continue to work counts and really compete. That's when Norwich really finds their success, the delivery. Outside, ball 3. Go back to the 7th inning last game. It's all about the patience at the plate for this group, forcing opposing pitching to have to come into their strike zone. Walsh puts this into the air, out to left center field. It's going to be the left fielder to make the catch on it, Littlefield. There's 1 out. Here's Antonio Ducatelli. Ducatelli hit in the number 7 spot for the bulk of the season at Central Connecticut. Last time he said he found himself in a cleanup position spot was last summer with the Sea Unicorns. He grew up on Long Island in Levittown, New York. The measurables for Ducatelli, 6'1", 200 pounds. He hit .249 for Norwich last summer. He plays a rangy left field, so much coverage that he can take up out there. Now he sends this into the air out to straightaway center field, and Strand is going to put this one away. 2 outs. Couple of flyouts here to start the 4th inning. This is going to bring up the third baseman, Caden Fay. Fay hitting .286 for Norwich so far this summer. He's riding a 5-game hitting streak right now for Norwich. He had one of just 5 hits for Norwich in the lopsided 12-3 defeat at the hands of the Bravehearts in the opener of yesterday's Twin Bell. He's been as consistent as they come over the last week for Norwich. Chenevert working in a hurry, the 1-0. Downstairs, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The delivery outside, ball 3. If the inning were to continue, it would mean a chance for Anthony Tirado. That's in there. Strike 1, so back into the strike zone comes Chenevert. He moves the count now to 3-1. This is a bouncing ball. It is a fair ball over at third. Zork with a long throw. It pulls off the first baseman, Forges from the first base bag. He recovers and he applies the tag. He ends the inning. That was a wide throw from Zork to Forges, and he found a way to recover to record the out, and the inning is over. The 5th is next. No score between Norwich and Nashua on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Please help the Sea Unicorns recognize our first responders. That'll be Friday, July the 18th, to be followed by another great fireworks show sponsored by Liberty Bank.
Fans, the Burns Agency in Norwich and Dayville, working smart and hard for residents and businesses since 1932. Let us do the same for you, too. Go to theburnsagency.com because you'll buy better at Burns. And fans, this week's craftsmanship tip of the week is presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. They're your local experts in home improvement. If you're thinking about a new roof, consider Solar Shingles. They offer the same protection as a traditional roof while also generating clean, renewable energy. It's a smart and sustainable upgrade built to last. Norwich is making a pitching change.
University of Hartford, number 18, Justin Gwynn. Gwynn now pitching for Norwich.
For the University of Hartford product, Justin Gwynn. He's got the baseball now from manager Kyle Dombrowski. Strong outing for Frank Spirito. He works 4 scoreless innings. He did not allow any runs. His best outing so far this summer. He had 5 strikeouts as well. And he hit just 1 batter. No walks. And now Gwen misses for ball 2. So far this summer for the North Haven, Connecticut native Justin Gwen. ERA right at 3. 6th game of the summer. He's worked 9 innings. He's struck out 8. He's walked 2. He's allowed just 7 hits. The 2-0 way outside, ball 3. Gwen, the righty, stands on the rubber. 6'1", 200 pounds. His last outing came against the Starfires. He was the best pitcher Norwich used in that ball game. He went 3 1/3 scoreless in what was a lopsided 12-2 victory for Westfield. He allowed 3 hits. He struck out 2. He did not walk anybody. That was a game for Norwich in which they hit 11 different batters. This is ripped out to left field. This is going to fall in. Leadoff knock to start things out for Joey Current. It's a leadoff single for the Nashua catcher. This will bring up the designated hitter, River Hart. Hart struck out his last trip to the plate. First pitch home to Hardy's taking there for strike 1. It's at the knees on the inside corner. Hart last summer for Nashua led the Silver Knights. He also led the Futures League in home runs. He had 7 of them. 22 RBIs for himself. He was a .267 hitter in his first summer in the Gate City. The 1-1. Downstairs it misses for ball 2. Runner aboard is Joey Current with the number 7 hitter up in the lineup. It's River Hart. 1 on, nobody out. The catcher Baglino set up inside. The delivery home ties him up inside. He just saws it off to the screen. Strike 2. Hart out of Nashua, New Hampshire, representing his hometown team once again. The 2-2 popped him up. This is going to stay on the infield. Walsh is calling for it. He'll make the grab on it. And there's 1 gone. Good work there from Gwen to tie up River Hart. This will bring up the first baseman, Jack Forges. Forges struck out his last trip to the plate. That was a spot where Spirito struck out 3 batters in a row. Now he bounces it to Noe. His only play is going to be the first. He charges in. He fires it across. 2 down. 1 pitch. All that's necessary for Gwen to retire Forges. Into scoring position goes Joey Current. But now 2 outs in the inning for the center fielder, Ryan Strand. Just 3 hits combined so far between the 2 sides. Strand, the batter out of Goffstown, New Hampshire, 6'3", 180 pounds. This past season for the Riverhawks, He was a .258 hitter. He had 6 RBIs, just 1 extra base hit. That was a double. Now he's tied up. This is going to find a home into the bleachers behind us. There's strike 1. Gwen trying to strand the runner in scoring position. That's Joey Current. We're just now approaching the 1 hour marker of this contest. The 1-1. Inside it, almost hit the batter. Strand, ball 2. Strand was a dual sport athlete at Goffstown High School in basketball and baseball there. Hitters count for him 2-1. Now it's even. Edge strike call. Gwen certainly appreciates that from the home plate umpire, Jake Brickta. The count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. In the back of the righty batter's box is Strand. Baglino set up inside. Walsh paying attention to the base runner. That's Joey Current. He had an extensive lead over there. Walsh playing at the lip of the outfield grass where the dirt meets the start of the outfield grass here at Dodd Stadium. Count is full. It's 3-2 to Strand. The delivery home. In the air, out to straightaway center field. Toronto moving back on it. He's underneath it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Gwen works efficiently. He strands the 2-out base runner at second. The home fifth is next on the Futures League Baseball Network. And watching live on YouTube, we're still searching for the first run of the night.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
No score here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Fans, Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a new name with the same great people and service you know is coming soon. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a division of Ascent Bank. Fans, make sure you get your tickets now for Family Sunday tomorrow at the ballpark. The first 200 fans to enter the gates will receive an autograph book giveaway. Should be a lot of fun. It is presented by Spicer Propane. Sunday Fun Day with postgame kids run the bases and have a catch in the outfield as well. Aggressive on the first pitch. Toronto bounces it to first. And there to make the grab on it is Forges. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Shenevert. He's been efficient here tonight. Sunday Fun Day with postgame kids run the bases and have a catch in the outfield. Children 12 and under are invited on the field following the game to run the bases one time and have a catch in the outfield with their families for 15 minutes. Baseballs for have a catch are branded by CT Dot. First delivery to Baglino. He's aggressive as well. 2 pitches. There's going to be 2 outs now in the inning. It's the right fielder, Hardy, to make the grab on it. Sundays are also our First Mates Club days. The First Mates Club is open to children 12 and under As a member, you will receive a ticket to every Sunday home game, receive a t-shirt and a credential to show off your membership in style, receive discounts at concessions and merchandise stands on Sundays, as well as participate in an ice cream social tomorrow following the game. Nolan plunked by the baseball, so no 3-pitch inning. That'll break that opportunity up. So now a 2-out base runner for Kenny Noe. Noe walked his first time to the plate. Norwich has been held to just 1 hit. They're checking in on the base runner, C.J. Nolan. Another check in there on C.J. He dives back in there head first safely. C.J. so far this summer for the Sea Unicorns, as far as the stolen base department is concerned, he has 2 of those. Norwich, as a team, is aggressive by nature. Maybe not as aggressive as what we saw from Worcester. And another check-in on Nolan. He was leaning. And again, Chenevert wants to make sure he keeps a manageable lead over there. Keeping close tabs as the first baseman Forges. He's holding him on. The 1-0. Down and in for ball 2. Bravehearts had 6 steals last night against Norwich across the 2 games in that doubleheader. Norwich still looking to find their first man into scoring position since the third inning. Norwich has had just 1 man in scoring position. Aiden Stern has the only hit. His base hit advanced Nelly. He's the batter. That was the only Sea Unicorn to reach second so far. Hitters count, it's 2-0. CJ with the delayed steal attempt. No one was covering the second base bag. Shrake was late on the coverage. And now CJ swipes his 3rd of the summer. And Norwich has now their 2nd man in scoring position. 2 balls, 1 strike to Noe. So 2-1. Swing and a miss there, and now the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. CJ with the large lead at second. Directly behind the starter Chenevert. He's bouncing around out there. Now the 2-2. It's inside. It almost hit Kenny. Now the count is full. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Norwich trying to get on the board first here and trying to get the dogs barking here at the ballpark. The count is full. It's 3-2. That is in there on the inside corner, strike 3. Chenevert freezes Noe, and the inning is over. The 6th is next. No score here in Norwich between the Sea Unicorns and Silver Knights. You're watching the Norwich Sea Unicorns on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25. 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Fans in need of a teeth cleaning? Well, Griswold Dental wants to let you know their goal is to create a trusting relationship with patients where their comfort and health is our first priority. Start your journey to better health today at griswolddental.net. Justin Gwen back out there to work the 6th inning in a scoreless ball game. A pitcher's duel here tonight at Dodd Stadium. Delivery home is inside ball 1. Talk about first pitch outs. Norwich has hit into 6 of those already this ball game. You want to say when offense has been struggling, you get pitches to hit early in counts, you got to make sure you swing at them. Well, for Shenevert, it's been working out. It's been an economical night for him so far. Norwich pitching has matched him so far. The 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Leadoff batter up in the inning for Nashua's their leadoff man, Ernie Little, who is backed up for ball 4, so 4 straight out of the zone. And Little draws his second walk here tonight. Leadoff base runner aboard for the Silver Knights. This will bring up the left fielder, Dylan Littlefield. Littlefield's 0 for 2 so far tonight. He flied to left in the 4th. He popped out to short in the 1st inning. When comes home, the bunt is a good one. It's a slow roller. There's going to be no play anywhere. It's a bunt base hit for Littlefield. Execution to a T on the bunt. It was perfectly put down there by Littlefield into no man's land, and now this is going to bring out the pitching coach, Zach Gitchner. So a 4-pitch walk and a bunt base hit. Now a threat looming here for the Silver Knights with nobody out here in the 6th. Fan substance use disorder does not discriminate who it affects. And it affects more than just the individual. The effects of substance use impact our whole society. Learn more at griswoldpride.org. Norwich broke out the City Connect uniforms last night. Well, you still got some more chances to see Norwich in their City Connects. They're presented by Dime Bank. That is a tie to Norwich's strong connection to the city they call home. The blue sections representing the Three Rivers, and then the Rose of New England emblazoned on the front. Next City Connect uniform ball game for the Sea Unicorns will be next Friday night on June the 27th, and then July 18th, July the 25th, August 1st, and August the 7th. Did you put up that graphic for the 2 on, nobody out. Here's the right fielder, Jake Hardy. Hardy struck out twice. Forced out at any base for the Sea Unicorns. And a stalemate, 0-0. The righty comes to the plate. A high bouncing ball. Fay leaps. He grabs it. He steps on the third base bag. It takes care of the lead runner, Little. But now runners at first and second with one out. How about the extension for Caden Fay to climb up the ladder there? He saves a run by doing that, and he also helps Gwen spot his first out here in the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Joseph Zork. The delivery tied him up. He pops it up into foul ground on the third base side. This is going to find a home in the seats. Fay gave it a good look. So did the catcher, Baglino. It's strike one to Jake Hardy. Hardy attended Lincoln Sudbury Regional High School. He played under the direction of head coach Matt Wentworth. He was named All-State as a senior, tabbed All-Conference 3 times. He earned 3 All-Metro West selections as well. Decorated a high school baseball career for him. Still waiting to see his first career game at the collegiate level. After redshirting at Penn State as a freshman, he's taking on the outside corner, strike 2. Firm fastball there from Justin Gwen, the Hartford product, trying to navigate the traffic jam here in the 6th inning. On 0-2, it is a bouncing ball on the backhand side. No, he can't get to it. Rounding third, coming around and scoring the first run of the ball game is Littlefield. It's 1-0 Nashua. Oh, no, he gave it a good effort. It just beat him on the backhand side, threw into left field. Ducatelli came up throwing, but the speedy Littlefield is able to score from second. And the Silver Knights strike first here tonight. Oh, but now the Dogs, they don't appreciate that here at Dodd Stadium. They're starting to bark. The first pitch is the fastball. The heater just misses upstairs. It's ball 1 to Patrick Schrake. Schrake grounded into a double play his first time. Gwen certainly would take another one of those. It would help him end the inning with minimized damage. He's also flied to left. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Aboard at first is Joseph Zork. He had the RBI base hit into left field. And at second base is Jake Hardy. Count is even. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Schrake. The pitch home. He shows bunt. He bunts it foul on the first base side. Schrake at Colby as a sophomore hit .248. As a freshman, he put up remarkable numbers for the Mules. He was a .387 hitter in 40 games he started. 55 hits, 3 of those for doubles, 2 triples. He found his home run power. He launched a couple of home runs this season. Now he shoots it through into right center field. The Silver Knights will play station to station here. They have him loaded with 1 out. Third hit of the inning. This time it's Patrick Schrake who gets the job done. Here's the catcher, Joey Current. It was hit shallow enough where Hardy was forced to freeze, and now this is going to bring out the manager, Kyle Dombrowski. He is going to relieve his right-hander, Justin Gwen, with the bases loaded and 1 out. The Silver Knights looking for more here in the 6th. They lead 1-0. Don't go anywhere. Norwich is making a pitching change. We'll meet them when we come back.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Norwich is making a pitching change for the right-hander out of Pomona Pitzer, Eli Delabitta. He has been lights out so far this summer for Norwich. This will be his 6th game of the summer, all in relief. ERA flatlined at 0 for him. He's worked 5 innings. He struck out 7. He hasn't walked anybody. He's been the best out of the Norwich pen, and they're going to need some more shutdown stuff out of him. There's just 1 out in the inning, but the Silver Knights have them loaded. Batter to the plate is the catcher, Joey Current. Shrake at first, Zork at second, and Hardy at third. Norwich has moved their corner infielder, Gabriel Rivera. He's playing in front of Shrake, who stands behind him. He's at first. Delabitta's first pitch is lined back to the screen, strike 1. Delabitta pitched yesterday for Norwich. He worked a scoreless inning. He struck out 2. In a 6-5 loss to Worcester in Game 2, it was the nightcap of the doubleheader. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Almost a must-have strikeout spot or a pop-up in the infield for Delabitta. Out of Pomona Pitzer, a native of Encinitas, California. The righty comes to the plate. It just misses upstairs for ball 1. Delabitta, the new pitcher for Norwich, he toes the first base side of the rubber. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, a rising sophomore. The 1-2, the curveball breaks outside for ball 2. As a rookie, he appeared in 16 contests for Pomona Pitzer. ERA was at 5 for him. The 2-2, he's jammed. It's popped up. Baglino chasing after it. It's a couple rows back in the seats behind home plate by the Nashua bench. Count still even. It's 2-2. Delabitta was impressive, though, at Pomona Pitzer. He went 8 different outings without allowing an earned run, trying to keep Nashua from furthering damage here in the 6th inning. The 2-2 popped him up. This is, again, into the seats and out of play. Delabitta attended La Costa Canyon, where he played baseball there. A 2-time CIF San Diego Open Division champion, as well as a scholar athlete, AP scholar and National Honor Society. Now the count is full. It's 3-2. Good play made by one of the fans here tonight at the ballpark. But now Delabitta has run the count full. The payoff pitch. It is taken just outside ball 4. So this will force in the second run of the inning, and now Nashua has made it 2-0.
The designated hitter, River Hart.
Here's the designated hitter, River Hart. It was a borderline pitch for Delabitta, and unfortunately it doesn't break his way. So the bases remain loaded, but now the lead is 2-0 Nashua. The righty comes home. This is right back to the screen. Hart was on it. Strike 1. I don't know if he was meant to be a Riverhawk, but when your first name is River and you're playing for the Riverhawks, I don't know if that's by coincidence. Maybe he was born to be a Riverhawk. He's taking strike 2. Hard a dangerous hitter despite the low batting average. Still plenty of power in his bat. Delabita comes home. The 0-2 is taken. It looked good. It was on the outside corner, but it's ruled ball 1. Same spot as what ball 4 was to Joey Current. This is just ball 1 here to Hart. Hart has struck out. He's also popped out. The pitch is cut on and missed. Hart strikes out. This time Delabita speeds him up with the fastball. There's 2 outs.
The first baseman, Jack Ford.
Here's the first baseman, Jack Forges. Forges is 0 for 2. He struck out. He's also grounded out. He's fouling away. Strike 1. The 0-1 to Forges on the outside corner. Now it's strike 2. Delabita way ahead of the Silver Knights first baseman, Forges. No balls, 2 strikes to the UMass Lowell commit. The 0-2, swing and a miss. He goes fishing on the wipeout slider. Back-to-back strikeouts for Delabita. He gets out of it, minimized damage. 2-0 Nashua, though. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962 and reserve your suite today.
Great set of headphones. Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for the Silver Knights from Assumption University, number 53, Mike Crowley. Crowley now pitching for Nashua.
Fans enjoy lunch with the Sea Unicorns every Monday with SNSN Sports live from Dodd Stadium right here this coming Monday. We will have our first ever edition of Lunch with the Sea Unicorns. We're talking the latest with the Norwich Sea Unicorns. We'll be joined by the general manager, Lee Walter, as well as starter Luke Hardman on the first edition of Lunch with the Sea Unicorns. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get that started. New pitcher getting started here tonight is Mike Crowley for Nashua out of Londonderry, New Hampshire. The southpaw, 6'1", 180 pounds out of Assumption University. 0-1 so far this summer for the Silver Knights, ERA of 10.8. His 4th game so far this season. The lefty comes to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Aiden Stern. He has the only hit tonight for Norwich. The bats have really dried up for the Sea Unicorns. The 0-1 home. There's strike two. It's on the outside corner. Norwich as a team now over their last 3 games during this recent stretch, hitting just 170. It's a bouncing ball to third. Zork has the high hop. He rips it across the diamond, and Stern is retired.
The first baseman, Gabriel Rivera.
Here's the first baseman, Gabriel Rivera. Rivera so far tonight has struck out. He's also popped out. The pitch home ties him up. He bounces it foul on the first base side. Rivera out of Brooklyn, New York. He'll be headed to Rutgers in the fall, trying to start something for Norwich here in the 6th inning against the new reliever in the ballgame, Mike Crowley. Crowley pitched against Norwich last on June the 12th. He worked 2 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs on 6 hits. Norwich looking for some of the same magic here. Rivera fouls it off, strike 2. Opponents this summer against Crowley are hitting .474 against the southpaw. But right now he is way ahead of the Norwich first baseman, a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to set down the first 2 in order. Current set up inside. And the lefty comes to the plate. It's upstairs, the fastball missing. And now the count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lefty on righty matchup in a 2-2 count. He deals to the plate. Tied up is Rivera. He tries to fight it off. He'll dump it into the seats on the first base side. This past spring at Assumption, Crowley pitched to a 10.23 ERA, 0-2 record for him over 13 appearances. He worked 22 innings for the Greyhounds as a sophomore. Opponents hit .354 against him there. Trying to put away Rivera with 2 strikes on him in a 2-2 count. The lefty to the plate, swung on and missed. Rivera strikes out for the 2nd time tonight, 2 gone. He sped him up with the fastball, and he gets him to chase the high heater. Here's Charlie Walsh. Walsh is 0 for 2. He's flied out a couple of times to the corner outfielders. Current setup outside. Lefty on lefty matchup. You see why Nick Guarino went to Crowley with the matchups here. Always favorable for a left-hander against a lefty bat compared to when he meets with a righty hitter. Now Walsh sends it back to the screen for strike 1. A look around the Futures League here on this Saturday, June the 21st. The Bees and Bravehearts are tied 2-2 at New Britain Stadium. The 1-1. Walsh lines it through into left field. It's a base hit. Charlie Walsh comes through once again. He stays hot at the plate. And the Sea Unicorns have a 2-out base runner. This will bring up the cleanup man, Antonio Ducatelli. Ducatelli trying to make some noise for Norwich in the 6th inning against Crowley. Another lefty batter at the plate. Walsh has a medium-sized lead, and the slider breaks outside. A good snag back there by Joey Current. The Lake Monsters are leading the Starfires 3-0 at Centennial Field. Right now, 2-0 Nashua in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 outside for ball 2. 2-0 hitters count for the Duke. The pitch. This is in the air. It's popped up into foul ground. Long run over for Zork. And he's going to watch it clunk into the seats for strike one. Crowley attended Londonderry High School in New Hampshire. He won a high school state championship in 2023. He was named first team All-State with the 3.75 ERA during the 2023 season with 24 strikeouts in 24 innings. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ducatelli. The pitch home way outside. It's ball 3. If the inning were to continue, it would mean a chance for the third baseman, Caden Fay. He's a righty bat. Ducatelli just trying to pass the baton here. Walsh stands at first. The 3-1 pitch is sliced foul into the seats. Ducatelli trying to battle here with Mike Crowley in a full count with 2 outs in the home 6th. Norwich has been held off the board at this point. Crowley checks in on Walsh. He dives back in there safely. 3-2 with 2 outs here in the home 6th. Ducatelli was impressive for the Blue Devils. He was an All-Northeast Conference second-team honoree. He was named to the All-Tournament team in the postseason. Walsh is going. It's downstairs, ball 4. Ducatelli draws a 2-out walk on 7 pitches. And the inning will continue now for Caden Fay. The tying run on now for Norwich with Fay at the plate. Lefty kicks and deals. Fay aggressive on the first pitch. He clobbers this out to the left center field alley. It is caught out there. A running catch out there for Ryan Strand. He robs Fay of extra bases, and he keeps Nashua in the lead. 2-0 Silver Knights. The 7th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. What did Noel say? Did you call it? Yeah, we're back already?
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Sea Unicorns. Eastern Connecticut State University.
Norwich is making a call to the bullpen for Eastern Connecticut State Products. And Eric Mathewson, he's the new pitcher in the ball game for Norwich here as we get ready for the 7th inning of baseball. 2-0 Nashua, thanks to a pair of runs for the Silver Knights, spotted in the 6th. So far this summer for Mathewson, the Eastford, Connecticut native, has really come on strong over his last 3 outings. He's worked 5 scoreless innings of baseball. His ERA now overall this summer is .568. 6th game of the summer. He's worked 6 1/3 innings. He struck out 2. He's walked 5. Walks have been a bit of a concern with the 5 walks over the 5 innings. He went 2 innings his last time out against Nashua. Scoreless baseball, he allowed 2 hits in that outing. He walked a man, he struck out 1. Ball 1 misses, though, to the center fielder, Ryan Strand. He had a potential game-saving catch out there for Nashua. Now he lifts the fly ball in the air to medium center field. Torado underneath it. He makes the routine catch, 1 out. Always important to record first outs in innings, and Mathewson does that. Here's the leadoff man, Ernie Little. Fans tune in on Mondays. Dine in with Ben and I as we chat the latest with the Norwich Sea Unicorns with 321 Media Group in beautiful Westerly, Rhode Island. Right on the water. Proud partner, I guess. I don't know if that's the exact wording there, but so thankful for them carrying our broadcast this season to bring some of that exposure to the Westerly area. A bunted ball for Ernie Little. He's going to reach on a bunt single. Glad to have them on the team with the 321 Media Group. Always a lot of fun chatting Sea Unicorns baseball, broadcasting, everything in between. Hopefully talking about a comeback win here tonight on Monday. Work to be done for Norwich, a 1-out base runner. Now for the left fielder, Dylan Littlefield. Littlefield out of Eastern Kentucky University is taking strike 2. It's on the outside corner. Littlefield has popped out to short. He's also flied to left. He had a bunt base hit his last trip to the plate. The 0-2 in the air. A fly ball out to shallow left field. Ducatelli coming on. He makes the grab. 2 outs now for Mathewson here in the 7th. Speaking of Kentucky, with the bark in the park here tonight, in a small town in Kentucky, a rescue pit bull mix named Bryneth Pawitro was actually elected mayor. Yes, she was elected mayor. The town held a ceremonial election, a pet election, in a small town in Kentucky. There's a stolen base for Ernie Little. He's into scoring position, second steal of the ball game. But the story goes that Bryneth Pawitro was elected mayor. They held a pet election and she won it. It shows you just how rescue dogs don't just steal the hearts, they also run the town for you. It's always so exciting to have our four-legged friends be with us in all shapes of life. We've had bat dogs throughout minor league baseball. Right now, Norwich trying to get their bats to start barking for them. They have been held to just 2 hits tonight. Silver Knights leading 2-0 here in the top of the 7th. 2 balls and a strike to Jake Hardy. The 2-1 on the outside corner. It's ruled ball 3. Three and 1. This is crushed out to left field. Ducatelli going back at the warning track. At the wall, it's gone. A 2-run blast for Jake Hardy. He wallops it out of here. He clears the deck out in left field. Ducatelli gave it a look, and it clears the second deck out there. It's 4-0 Nashua. First home run of the summer here at Dodd Stadium. And this time it's Jake Hardy who slugs it out of here. First couple earned runs allowed by Mathewson since June 4th against Vermont. He had gone 5 scoreless innings to that point. Silver Knights have broken it open, their largest lead of the night. The 0-1 coming home to Zork is cut on a missed strike two. Nice slider there from Mathewson. This is a tapper foul, and the battle will continue. Zork staying in there. He's single to right. He's been hit by a pitch. He also has an RBI single to left field. He's 2 for 3 so far today. The bats for Norwich have really been the Achilles heel. The offense just searching for answers right now. The 0-2 off the end of the bat. It's poked out to right field. This is playable out there for Aiden Stern. He makes the catch, and the inning is over, but not before Jake Hardy goes deep. He's made it 4-0 Nashua. It's time to stretch here at Dodd Stadium. As always, we'll keep it here with you. Every 7th inning stretch is presented by GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Is your fan throwing wild pitches? Don't settle for big box physical therapy, where you're just another number. At GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness in Waterford, we deliver major league care, from everyday aches to pelvic health, fitness for beginners, and even treatment trusted by professional athletes. You'll get one-on-one time with expert therapists who treat the whole you, not just a sore spot. No assembly lines, no insurance headaches, just real results. Step up to the plate at GOAT PT, the greatest of all time in physical therapy. Visit goatpt.com to book your free phone consultation today.
Thank you, Select Physical Therapy, for sponsoring our 7th inning stretch all season long.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Home half of the 7th inning, Anthony Tirado leading it off for the Sea Unicorns. He's hitting .467 over his last 5 games. 3-game hitting streak right now hanging in the balance. Set up outside as the catcher Current. Ball 1 misses, and the count is even. Tirado so far today for Norwich is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first. He's also grounded out to second. Now a little dribbler back to the mound. Crowley underhand flipping. Tirado's retired. Well, yesterday it was some 7th inning magic. And now we're going to have to wait a little longer before Aiden Baglino will get to come to the plate. So we will take a break ourselves. Norwich batting here in the home 7th. They trail by 4. New pitcher for Nashua. We'll meet them when we come back.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans, Jouett City Savings Bank is your hometown bank for over 125 years. Start a new account at jcsbank.com or come into one of our convenient offices and find out why we are your community bank. Once again, Jouett City Savings Bank is your hometown bank for over 125 years. Start a new account today at jcsbank.com. New pitcher in the ball game for Nashua is right-hander out of Waldwick, New Jersey, and Pace University, Justin Dressler. 6 feet 4 inches, 200 pounds. He will check into the ball game, and his first contestant is Aiden Baglino. One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Norwich erupted for 5 runs in the 7th yesterday, only to fall short 6-5 to the Bravehearts. Tonight, the Sea Unicorns being blank so far to this point. They've been held to just 2 hits. Here's Justin Dressler, the new arm in the game. The first pitch almost hits Baglino. It's ball 1. Baglino is struck out. He's also flied out to right field. 1 ball, no strikes to the Norwich catcher. The righty comes to the plate. There's the curveball. It breaks inside. Ball 2. Dressler pitched against Norwich back on June the 12th. He suffered the loss. He went 2 2/3. He had the start in that ball game, allowing 3 earned runs on 5 hits. It was part of a doubleheader sweep for Norwich. That's way inside. Ball 3. Dressler pitches from a 3/4 arm slot. Certainly changes the perspective of the pitch coming to home plate. Hitters count 3-0. We'll see if it's a take the whole way. It is. It's down Broadway, strike 1. Norwich needs base runners now. The Silver Knights have opened this ball game up thanks to the 2-run home run by Jake Hardy in the top of the inning. The 3-1. Bouncing ball cracked foul by the camera well down there. Watch out, Mike. There's a souvenir looking to find a home with you. That would have been good for the dogs back home. Give them a new toy to have. Count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Fairfield product, Aiden Baglino, out of Dumont, New Jersey. The 3-2. This is lifted in the air into foul ground. It's Zork who makes the catch. Two outs now for Norwich. Here's the designated hitter, C.J. Nolan. Dressler trying to send this ball game to the 8th inning and keep Norwich off the scoreboard. Aggressive on the first pitch is C.J. He bounces it foul. Nolan tonight has flied to left. He's also been hit by the pitch. At pace, Dressler this past spring pitched to a 4.44 ERA. He was 4-2 in 17 appearances at pace. The slider misses for ball 1. He worked 52 2/3 of an inning. Opponents hit 245 against the right-hander. He had 37 strikeouts to 20 walks. He allowed 7 doubles, 4 home runs. Right now the count is even to the Sacred Heart product, C.J. Nolan. That's outside, ball 2. CJ out of Coventry, Connecticut, not far up the road from here. He's tied up for strike 2. CJ's been held hitless over his last 3 ball games. He's 0 for his last 15, trying to break out of the slump here in a 2-strike count with 2 outs in the home 7th. It's 2-2. The pitch, a bouncing ball to short. Charging in on it is Shrake. He fires across the diamond in time, and the inning is over. 7 combined shutout innings tonight for Nashua. They lead 4-0. The 8th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fans, Strain Family Motors. It's not a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a slingshot. Rent one from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. Get that wind in your hair sensation when you rent a slingshot from Strain Family Motors. sfmslingshots.com. Once again, Strain Family Motors in Lisbon, Connecticut. It's not a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a slingshot. Rent one today from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. Find out more at Strain Family Motors, sfmslingshots.com. Headed to the 8th inning, new pitcher in the ball game for Norwich is right-hander out of Roger Williams, Ryan Camp. Camp is into the ball game. He will face Patrick Shrake to start the inning here. Shrake is 1 for 3. He's single to right. He's flied to left. He's also hit into a double play. This is lifted foul into the seats. The count is even. Camp so far this summer for the Sea Unicorns. The Cheshire, Connecticut native has pitched to a 2.70 ERA. 6th game of the summer. He's worked 6 2/3 of an inning. The pitch cut on and missed. Strike 2. He's struck out 3. He's walked 3. This is his first outing in the summer against Nashua. His last time out, he picked up the win against the New Britain Bees on June the 11th. He went 2 innings, allowed 1 run. It was not earned. That was in extras in the walk-off win. Now the slider is cut on and missed. Strike 3. Great horizontal break on the slider from Camp. He strikes out Shrake. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Here's the catcher, Joey Current. Current out of Cocalico High School in Denver, Pennsylvania. He's taking on the outside corner. Strike 1. Current today is 1 for 2. He also was walked his last time. That plated a run. Now he waves and misses at the slider. Another wipeout slider from Camp. He's been in control of it so far. Now he's way ahead of Current. No balls, 2 strikes. Current at Townsend hit just 0.91 in his first year there. And now he rips it out to left field. This will fall in, a base hit. 1 out, 2 strikes, single for Joey Curran. He shortens up with a couple strikes on him, and Nashua has their 7th hit of the contest. This will bring up the DH, River Hart. It's been a tough day at the plate for the River Hawk so far tonight. He struck out twice. He's also popped out. One on with one out. That is taken on the outside corner for strike one. The 0-1 to Hart, cut on and miss, strike two. Can't beat some on the outside corner. Hart grew up a Boston Bruins, Boston Celtics, and New England Patriots fan. All Boston sports are really his team to cheer for. It's 0-2 on River Hart. The pitch home, up and away, ball one. Times are tough right now for our Red Sox fans, obviously with some of the trades that they've made and the Boston Bruins in a rebuild. It's going to be a little bit before we see some of those Boston sports teams back in the playoffs. The 1-2 is outside. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Plenty of history, though, in Boston sports. There's no doubt about that. The long history they have, the passionate fan bases. It's what makes Boston sports such a rich culture. Count is even. It's 2-2 to Hart. Camp comes to the plate. This is lifted in the air out to the left center field alley. This is going to spell trouble. Racing around the bases is Joey Kern. He's got the green light. Ducatelli fires it in. The relay is cut off by Noe. It's a ringing RBI double. 5-0 Nashua. How about the way to break out of a slump there for River Hart? He smoked it out to the left center field alley. And Current able to score easily. Baseball's a funny game, and when things just aren't going right, they're just not going right. And for Norwich, that's just been the case. It's been the complete opposite for Nashua. They're in line now to pick up their 6th straight win. They've had the pitching. They've picked up the timely hits. Just doing the little things right. The curveball is into the bottom of the zone, strike one. This was a pitcher's duel here tonight. Until the top of the 6th inning, it was a 0-0 game. Hits are 9-2 in the game now. The pitch home is on the outside corner, strike two to the first baseman, Jack Forges. He struck out twice. He's also grounded out to short. Now a bouncing ball foul. Hart was in motion. He was trying to motor to third. He'll be welcome back to second base on the foul off the bat of Forges. He's battling now in a no ball, 2 strikes count. Camp trying to solve him here and record his second out of the frame. Norwich has a man loosening in the bullpen down the right field side. On 0-2. On the outside corner, it's strike 3. Good spot for Camp. And he sends Forges packing, 2 gone. Here's the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Ryan Strand. Still a transition being made for Forges. He just wrapped up his high school baseball career. He's trying to ready himself for collegiate baseball at UMass Lowell, and that's part of the growing pains when you bring on risers. That's the part of the learning process. That's also the one thing about the Futures League, which is different than the NECBL and different than the Cape League, where you're allowed to bring on risers. So much fun to see just the vast potential of these 17-year-olds that just finished playing high school ball or just turned 18 years of age. You just see the immense potential they have and their excitement to just get out there and play baseball. The count is even. It's 1-1 to Strand. Strand so far tonight is flied to center. He's also grounded out to short. The Sea Unicorns will be right back at home tomorrow. They will meet with their in-state foe, New Britain Bees. 1 o'clock, first pitch at Dodd Stadium. Brendan Grady's the expected probable for Norwich. He's been dealing as of late for Norwich. He went 5 innings of shutout baseball his last time out. He had 8 strikeouts against the Silver Knights on June 12th. 2-1 to Strand with 2 outs. The righty set. He comes to the plate. There's the slider. It dips inside, ball 3. Ryan's father, Eric, played basketball at UMass Lowell. Pretty special to be able to follow the footsteps of someone like your dad, and Ryan's able to do that playing collegiate baseball for the Riverhawks. He lifts the fly ball in the air, backing up is Toronto. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the Silver Knights played a run on the RBI double from River Hart. 5-0 Nashua. The bottom of the 8th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Headed to the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-0 Nashua. 9-1 and 2 due up for Norwich. As we head there, let's hear from SCR Structures and Sheds. For over 25 years, we have succeeded by providing our customers with dependable storage solutions and a quality buying experience. Head over to scr-structures.com, local, just up the road in North Franklin. Proud sponsor of SNSN Sports and the Norwich Sea Unicorns official pregame show sponsor here in 2025. Now he's taking way outside, ball 1. Dressler back out to work his second inning. This is a bouncing ball to first, trapped over there by Forge as he steps on the first base bag. No, he's retired. Top of the order we go. Here's the right fielder, Aiden Stern. You talk about a guy that can get the troops going. This is the man to do it, Aiden Stern. His bat has been sizzling for Norwich as of late. He has one of the 2 hits tonight for Norwich. The delivery home, he's showing bunt. It's a bouncing ball back to the hill. Firing it is Dressler. He whips it into foul ground. Stern reaches. He's into scoring position. It was a softly bunted ball off the bat of Aiden Stern, charging off the rubber was Dressler. He hurried his throw. It was way wide of the first baseman Forges. It went cruising into foul ground. And now a chance for Gabriel Rivera with the runner in scoring position. Stern runs well. He's at second. Rivera struck out twice. Trying to break out of a little funk right now as the Rutgers commit. First pitch home to Rivera, misses downstairs, ball one. Rivera so far tonight, a couple strikeouts, he's popped out to third. He's trying to keep the bats going here, and as Ducatelli spoke with us before the game, it's a matter of just finding ways to manufacture offense, passing the baton, and starting to really put pressure on opposing pitchers. The 1-1. Awkward cut and a miss, strike two. Rivera chased the slider, and now count leverage for the right-hander, Justin Dressler. The Unicorns have been blank to this point. The only runs Norwich has scored over the last now 15 innings have come yesterday in the seventh. The pass ball is going to allow Stern to run another 90 feet. He's at third. Norwich now with their first run of the ball game looming. Just 90 feet away. Rivera trying to plate Stern. The count is even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right, he takes his time as he gets himself set. That's a bouncing ball. It is going to roll to the Norwich dugout, first base side. It's been a tough stretch for Rivera. He's 0 for his last last 16. He's been struck out 5 times over the stretch. A hit here could really get him going. It's 2-2. The delivery. A bouncing ball foul. He fights it off. Another tough pitch with cutting action on it to the righty bat of Rivera. He does well to stay in there. It's 2-2. It's all about baby steps and just creating building blocks. And right now you have to like the way Rivera's fighting in there. He's fouled off some tough pitches. It's 2-2 with 1 out. Stern at third. The pitch. A bouncing ball to second. Collected there by Littlefield. He fires to first. This gets Norwich on the board. RBI ground out Gabriel Rivera. It's 5-1 Nashua. I give him credit. Productive out for the 18-year-old Rivera. He was jammed on it, but he just did well enough to put it in play, and Stern was able to come home and score. 2 outs now for Charlie Walsh. Bases are empty for Justin Dressler. The Unicorns finally produce a run here tonight. There's the fastball. It's on the outside corner. This has looked like a different Dressler from the last time we saw him, and confidence is a funny thing. When you have it, you feel like you're untouchable. And that's the way that Dressler's been in command of the strike zone. Just looks looser out there, and when you can breathe a little bit easier, it's a game changer, and Dressler has been all over the strike zone. There's strike 2. Oh, it looked good from here. It just missed for ball 2. Dressler trying to send the ball game to the 9th inning, the 2-1. That misses. It's ball 3. Norwich looking for base runners any way possible. Walsh trying to be one for Ducatelli. He waits on deck. Always want to have your cleanup man bat with runners on. Walsh trying to do that. The 3-1. That's up and away. Ball 4. Second time today. Walsh has reached. This time he draws a 2-out walk. This will bring up the Central Connecticut State product, Antonio Ducatelli. Norwich as a team with 2 outs on them. That is when they perform their best. Norwich has scored over 60 runs this season when they've had 2 outs against them. An incredible feat. That's the type of competitors Norwich is as a team. When they come to the plate, almost feel like they need to be into desperation mode. And that's when things really start to go. No balls and a strike to Ducatelli. Outside is the catcher Kearney set up there. It's down and away for ball 1. Norwich just trying to chip away here in the 8th inning. They have 2 outs against him, but Walsh stands at first. Open stance for the left-handed hitting Antonio Ducatelli, the 1-1, outside, ball 2. The 2-1, this is a bouncing ball. It's through into right field. Walsh has the green light. He'll go first to third. And Antonio Ducatelli has his first hit of the summer here in Norwich. Another nice swing for the Duke. This time he gets rewarded with it. Talk about a confident hitter. Ducatelli, maybe one of the hottest hitters to come from collegiate baseball to the Sea Unicorns. He really found his groove for the Blue Devils. Career highs in all categories on a deep Central Connecticut lineup that made a run into the NCAA tournament. He's at first, Walsh is at third, and now a chance for Caden Fay. Fay was robbed of extra bases his last time up back in the 6th inning. He was robbed out there by Ryan Strand, who made the running catch in the left center field alley. Now Fay steps out of the batter's box. He's going to tighten the batting gloves. Runners at the corners for Norwich. Trying to cash in here with a couple of outs. Ducatelli kept the inning alive with the base hit into right field. First pitch home to Fay is down and away, ball 1. This is a Norwich team that feeds off of opportunities when they're into desperation mode. Looking for some late inning magic tonight. Fay's taking strike 1. Strike right along the knees on the outside corner. Now time being called by the home plate umpire. Fay 6 feet, 195 pounds. He's become the everyday third baseman for Norwich as of late. The delivery home is swung on and missed, strike 2. Fay has hits in 6 straight games, but he strikes out here, and that is going to wrap things up in the 8th inning. Norwich crosses the plate for the first time tonight on the RBI groundout, 5-1 Nashua. We're headed to the 9th when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Norwich is making a pitching change here as we head into the ninth inning. It'll be the riser headed to Northeastern, Landon Manzi, out of Killingly, Connecticut. 6'3", 170 pounds is the young right arm that's now in the game. He's 0-1. It was a shaky first outing for him, and the nerves certainly got to him. He just wrapped up his high school baseball career, and boy, was it a special one in Killingly. He's pitched here at Dodd Stadium before. He's comfortable with this mound, and when speaking with them, that's something that he really expects to play to his advantage. Manzi receiving MLB draft attention right now in the upcoming June draft. A high school arm that has plenty of life behind it. There's the first pitch strike. When he's on, he's all over the strike zone. He has full command of all of his pitches. Starts with a fastball. Everything plays off of it for him. He's missing for ball one. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Nashua leadoff man, Ernie Little. The 1-1 inside, and that's going to go all the way to the backstop, ball 2. Manzi recently added to the Norwich roster. Manzi was the ace of the staff at Killingly High School. The 3-1 delivery to Little. Swung on and missed, strike 2. He threw a complete game 8-inning shutout to lift Killingly past Waterford to advance to the state championship. The 3-2. This is off the end of the bat. It's rolled to first. Rivera has it. He underhand flips, but Manzi nowhere close to the first base bag. It's an infield base knock for Little. He's aboard. Soft contact, but delayed on the coverage was Manzi. And reaching is Ernie Little. When Norwich comes to the plate in the bottom of the ninth inning, it'll be Anthony Tirado to start it out. Leadoff man is reached. Now a chance for Dylan Littlefield. He's taking outside, ball 1. Manzi played his travel ball for the Connecticut Hurricanes, which plays also out of Dodd Stadium. Now this is sawed away foul for strike 1. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Littlefield tonight is 1 for 4. The runner is going. The throw from Baglino is late to the show there. Stolen base, third of the game for Little. He's into scoring position. He's got 13 now in the summer. Team leading for Nashua. Always looking for more is the Silver Knight offense. No lead, a safe lead. We've come to learn that here in the late goings. The 1-2 upstairs for ball 2. Good challenge right here for Landon against the top of the order of Nashua. Some of their best bats waiting to come to the plate here. Count is even. It's 2-2. Righty comes to the plate. A high bouncing ball. Rivera collects it. He'll step on first. And there's one out. Advancing 90 feet is Little. He stands at third with one out. This will bring up the right fielder, Jake Hardy. Hardy struck out twice, but he crushed a home run his last time up. He walloped it over the left field wall. First big fly we've seen here at Dodd Stadium this summer. That's what made it 4-0 at the time. Hansey comes to the plate. He misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Good wipeout slider there from Manzi. Now he's showing the arsenal of what he's got. That's a devastating wipeout pitch that Manzi has to offer. He's run the count even, 1-1 to Jake Hardy. The delivery on the outside corner, strike 2. Good breaking ball, and now Landon's ahead of the Nashua corner outfielder. Hardy did not see action as a freshman at Penn State. The 1-2, that's down in the dirt. The count is even as a high schooler. Plenty of accolades for him at Lincoln Sudbury Regional High School. 3 All-Metro West selections for him. As a senior, he hit .350, .413 the on-base percentage. He slugged .528 as a senior. He has the count even with one out and a man on third. The delivery is outside, ball 3. Norwich infield defense is all moved in on the dirt. Now the infield grass. Norwich trying to keep the runner at third off the board. The full count pitch is a pop-up in the infield. It's going to be the shortstop, Noe, to make the grab on it. 2 down. Looked like Manzi was almost caught in between there on the infield pop-up. That was exactly what Manzi was hoping for. That'll keep Little stationed at third. Here's the cleanup hitter, Joseph Zork. Zork is singled today a couple of times. He's been hit by the pitch. He's also fly to right. Manzi trying to work a scoreless 9th inning here. The first pitch home is downstairs on the breaking ball, ball 1. Fans, big family fun awaits you with life-size dinosaurs. Amazing adventures await at the Dinosaur Place. It's the largest dinosaur park in New England, located on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut. Right on the way to the shore. Come face-to-face with life-size roaring dinosaurs. This gets away from Baglino. This will easily score a Little from third on the wild pitch. 6-1 Nashua. For more information on the Dinosaur Place, head over to thedinosaurplace.com to plan your trip today. Such a great spectacle, 65 acres at the Dinosaur Place. They've really done a tremendous job there. Great to really be able to team up with them and partner with them here in 2025. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter, Joseph Zork. This is in the air out to straightaway center field. Toronto has it played perfectly. And the inning is over, so the wild pitch from Manzi costs Norwich the 6th run of the ball game, and the Silver Knights have restored a 5-run lead. The bottom of the 9th is next when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for the Silver Knights, Columbia University. Number 60, Jake Taylor. Taylor now pitching for Nashua.
New pitcher in the ball game for Nashua is right-hander out of Belmont, Massachusetts. A riser headed to Columbia University, Jake Taylor. He's making his season debut for the Silver Knights. He'll enter the ball game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. He'll be greeted by the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. Tirado has a mini 3-game hitting streak hanging in the balance. Ryan Hyde is going to be the third base coach. Norwich hoping he's the good luck charm over there. Mix up the juju. Maybe it's the former Yukon Husky himself, Ryan Hyde. Maybe get the tails wagging a little bit right now in the bottom of the 9th. All Nashua so far. They lead by 5, 6-1. 10 hits, 6 runs. They've made the 1 error. 1 run on 4 hits for Norwich. It came in the bottom of the 8th. And now we'll have a chat with the new arm in the ball game, Jake Taylor, and the catcher, Joey Current. Good to see another riser come into the ball game after we watched Landon Manzi, and he's going to be a fun player to watch this summer in Norwich. He really looked sharp that inning, just the leadoff walk, which ultimately scored. Little manufactured that entire sequence for himself. He stole second. He advanced on a ground ball to the right side of the infield, and then ultimately it was the wild pitch that brought him home. The 0-1 from Taylor is cut on and missed. Strike 2. A lively fastball there from Taylor. Now he's way ahead of Tirado. Tirado out of Cheshire, Connecticut. Trying to battle with 2 strikes. He sends it back to the screen. Tirado loves to fish as well when he's not at the ballpark, and he said it's a rare occasion to see him without a bat in his hand. The 0-2. That is taken for ball 1. It missed inside. Very aware, cerebral ball player is Tirado. He's always making adjustments, and baseball is all about being able to adjust on the fly. Trout's done a great job in doing that. The 1-2 swung on and missed. He struck out. One down here to start the Norwich ninth. This will bring up the catcher, Aiden Baglino. Time to go back to tonight's SureBright Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. It came back in the second inning on the 6-4-3 double play started by Kenny Noe, who fired to Charlie Walsh, and then he completed it on the throw to Gabriel Rivera. That's on the outside corner. Firm fastball life for Jake Taylor. That was tonight's SureBright Commercial Services cleanup moment of the game, providing janitorial services in the state of Connecticut for the last 30 years. SureBright, done right every night. The middle infield doing some work here tonight for Norwich, one of the bright spots in this ball game. Count is even to the catcher, Aiden Baglino. He's still hunting hit number 1 of the summertime. The pitch, outside, ball 2. You can hear the pop of the mitt. It's a firm fastball that Taylor offers. It's 2-1 to Baglino. This is off the end of the bat, foul to the screen, strike 2. What an addition this is going to be for Nick Guarino's group if Taylor is going to command the strike zone the way he is for this better part of the summer in Nashua. Good luck to opposing hitters. He is all over the zone with plenty of heat behind it. The 2-2 wipeout slider. There is just no chance there. Strike 3. That was just simply unfair. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts to start the 9th. Time to go back to tonight's Artisan Building and Remodeling defensive play of the game. It was, guess who? Kenny Noe, a sliding grab in short left field earlier today in the ball game. That came back in the first inning, just the second out of the game. There's strike 1 on the outside corner. Artisan Building and Remodeling, they've got you covered. Norwich down to their final out tonight. It's C.J. Nolan at the plate. The righty comes to the plate. He misses outside, ball 1. Nashua in line to win their 6th straight. Norwich in danger of losing 4 in a row. The Unicorns will try and straighten things out tomorrow. Matinee ball game, 1 o'clock first pitch when the New Britain Bees come back to Dodd Stadium. This has been a quick ball game tonight, the 1-1. That bounces on the way to Current, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to C.J. Nolan. He's got the high socks on. We've seen him play around the infield at second and third. Today's the designated hitter as he slots back into the lineup. He's in the number 8 spot. Hitters count, it's 3-1. The righty comes to the plate. There's ball 4. It misses, a 5-pitch walk. Norwich has a 2-out base runner. Here's the shortstop, Kenny Noe. Noe tonight for Norwich is 0 for 2. He's been caught looking. He's grounded out to first. He's reached on a walk. That was back in the 3rd inning. Nashua's pitching has been the name of the game. They've gotten the timely hitting. Noe's turn in the 9th inning. He's taking outside, ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes here on the Monmouth shortstop, Kenny Noe. He's taking for ball 2. It's 2-0 to Noe. Hitters count for him. We'll see if he's taking the whole way. The runner is going. Nolan is headed to second. He's in there safely. It's through into center field. CJ loses his helmet. He'll dive headfirst in there safely. CJ Nolan with the DB Lunt, feeling electric play of the game right there. With the steal of second, he's up to third. He's now 90 feet away. Command has become an issue for the right-hander, Jake Taylor. He's been out of the zone to start with Noe. He's behind him, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch home. It's inside. It's a strike, however. And into the count is Taylor. I've always wondered to myself, especially with Bark in the Park, if you had a baseball team full of dogs, where would you position them around the diamond? So many options to choose from. That is ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk. Well, if I were to choose, I would start with the retriever because he loves to make plays. Let's start him in the outfield. He's always making the plays. Now a Bulldog, that has to be the catcher. No doubt about it. You got to put the Bulldog back behind the plate. Low center of gravity, tough as nails. And then a Poodle. A Poodle. That has to be the shortstop. So flashy. But now who's on the mound? I'm putting a Show Dog on the mound. If you're asking me, I'm putting a Husky on the mound. Because those animals, those dogs, they're there for show. They don't listen to anybody. They have a mind of their own. That's exactly what you want for a pitcher. Just tune out everything. Norwich trying to do that here in the 9th inning. Their backs are against the wall. The leadoff man is up. It's Aiden Stern. They have him at the corners. Stern aggressive. He sends away strike 1 into the concourse. Third base side. No balls, 1 strike to Aiden Stern. He's got a hit today. He's singled a couple of times. Now taking second without a throw is Noe. Norwich has them at second and third, but they're down to their final strike tonight. Everyone up on the top step in the Nashua dugout third base side. Taylor trying to put away Stern. He's ahead of him, 0-2. Nolan at third, Noe at second. The righty set at the belt. He comes to the plate. That runs inside it, hits Stern, and the bases are loaded. Now things have gotten dicey here in the 9th. It was no balls and 2 strikes to Aiden Stern. Now a couple of walks and a hit batsman has loaded them up for Gabriel Rivera. A hit here could really get Norwich going. They're down to their final out here tonight, but they've loaded the bases. First pitch home to Rivera is upstairs, ball 1. The fastball missed. Nashua's getting a man loose in their bullpen down the left field line. Rivera trying to amplify the intensity here in the 9th. The pitch, this is lined back up the middle. It's a base hit. Nolan scores, and now the green light at third. It'll freeze Noe. RBI, base hit, Gabriel Rivera. He's out of the funk with an RBI, 6th of the summer, 6-2 Silver Knights. This is going to bring out the manager, Nick Guarino. He's going to make a call to the bullpen. Norwich has them loaded. They've brought the tying run to the plate. It stands in the form of Charlie Walsh. Norwich has come to battle here in the 9th inning. Don't go anywhere. Buckle your seatbelts. The Sea Unicorns have them loaded in the bottom of the 9th.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Attention please, ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Silver Knights. From Lake Erie College, number 45, Brandon McKinney. Now pitching for Nashua.
The Silver Knights have gone to the bullpen here with 2 outs and the bases loaded for right-hander out of Bellarmine University in Nashua, New Hampshire native, Brandon Metivier. 5'9", 175 pounds. He's looking for the final out of the ball game. Norwich trying to keep this thing going. They have them loaded. Rivera's come through with an RBI single. He's now come out of the ball game. Norwich has a pinch runner in his spot at first. The batter at the plate is Charlie Walsh with Metivier now in the game. Metivier's 3-0 this summer. 1.80 the ERA. He's worked 5 innings. He's struck out 5. He's walked 4. Noe at third, Stern at second. And Jack Oman pinch running at first. Now check that, it's Alec Warden who's pinch running. He's in there in the spot of Gabriel Rivera. 1 ball, no strikes to Walsh. The pitch on its way is upstairs, ball 2. It's all about passing the baton for Norwich. Pitch-to-pitch mentality. The tying run is at the plate. They've loaded them up. 2-0 to Walsh. Righty on lefty matchup here in the home half of the 9th. It's outside, ball 3. High intensity moment here. In a predicament, Metivier has entered. He's allowed just 1 earned run this summer. That was against the Bees. It's 3-0 to Walsh. He's taking the whole way. Strike 1. You had to expect that Walsh was going to force Metivier to find the strike zone before he took the bat off his shoulder. He has. It's 3-1. Set up outside is Current. From the first base side of the mound, the delivery is back up the middle. It's through into center field. Noe scores. Stern around third. He will score without a throw. It's a 2-run ball game. RBI base knock. Charlie Walsh. He lines it back up the middle into center field. And now a chance for the cleanup hitter, Antonio Ducatelli. Another 9th inning fight here from Norwich. He's the winning run. The tying run stands at first. At second is Alec Warden. Walsh at first, the batter, Ducatelli. He's aggressive. He sends it into the seats. Strike 1. Oh, when Norwich enters desperation mode, they're a different animal. When this offense starts to get hungry, they're trying to eat here in the 9th. They're down to their final out. It's no balls and a strike to Ducatelli. The pitch, that runs inside. That almost hit him. The count is even. The man waiting on deck is Caden Fay. Intensity starting to pick up here in the ninth inning. 1-1 to Ducatelli. Mativier comes to the plate. It pops up Ducatelli. It's going to be the shortstop Shrake. He's got it. And the ball game is over. Norwich battles in the ninth. They rally for 3, but they come up short here tonight. The Silver Knights hold on and they win it by a final score of 6-4. Stick with us. The Capital Property Group is coming up straight ahead when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, no make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns post-game show presented by Capital Property Group. Time to find out tonight's Sea Unicorns player of the game. It belongs to the starter tonight, Frank Spirito. His best outing of the summer, and unfortunately for him, it was spoiled. He went 4 innings of shutout baseball. He allowed just 1 hit. He struck out 5. He issued just 1 walk. Frank Spirito, tonight's Capital Property Group player of the game. He was really dialed in here tonight. And when you go back and when we look at these highlights here tonight, it's about command of the strike zone and locking in to the zone immediately. And he had first pitch strikes all night long. He was in attack mode tonight. He looked like a pit bull on the mound. He was in attack mode. He was keeping the Nashua offense off balance. And you can do those things when you're throwing strikes. You're in command of the zone. He did just that. A season high for him, 5 strikeouts this outing. A season high 4 innings for him here today. And he keeps the Silver Knights off the board. It was a pitcher's duel here tonight at Dodd Stadium until the top of the 6th inning when Nashua would finally break through. They would strike for their first couple of runs in this ball game against Sea Unicorns reliever Justin Gwen. Here's how the scoring happened for Nashua in the 6th inning. It started out with the Ernie Little walk. He would later reach second on a bunt base hit by Dylan Littlefield to the mound. All of a sudden, Nashua was threatening. They had runners at first and second with nobody out. Gwen would battle back to retire Jake Hardy, but it would be a base hit off the bat of Joseph Zork. This would make it 1-0 Nashua in the top of the 6th inning. And it was a ball game in which it felt like no one was ever going to get a run scored, and Joseph Zork is able to do just that. He gets the Silver Knights onto the board, and then later, after the Sea Unicorns entered Eli Della Bitta into the ball game, it would be Joey Current who would break through and make it 2-0. He would bring home a run on a bases loaded RBI walk. After the count was run full, Della Bitta was squeezed there for ball 4. It made it 2-0 Nashua. The Silver Knights extended their lead to 4 in the 7th thanks to the big blast. It was off the bat of Jake Hardy. He crushed it out over the left field wall. He left the ballpark here tonight, and all of a sudden Nashua had broken the game open. They led 4-0. In the 8th inning, Norwich would finally get onto the board, but first it would be River Hart with the RBI double out to the left center field alley. It would bring home and score the catcher Joey Current, who had a base hit for himself right before River Hart came to the plate. That came off of Eric Mathewson in the 8th inning. It would make it 5-0 Silver Knights. Norwich to get themselves onto the board in the bottom of the 8th inning on a RBI ground out off the bat of Gabriel Rivera. Norwich finally onto the scoreboard after being blanked for the first 7 innings. And then in the 9th inning, a wild pitch from Landon Manzi would bring home Evan Little, who manufactured that entire sequence for himself. He reached on a walk. He stole second. Ground out in the infield, moved him to third. And then the wild pitch from Manzi would make it 6-4. An insurance marker that we didn't think would have much meaning in this game. Well, it turned out it would, because Norwich, with their backs against the wall, similar to last night in Game 2 against Worcester of the doubleheader when the Sea Unicorns erupted for 5, Norwich would erupt for 3 runs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Unfortunately, it would not be enough. Gabriel Rivera brought home the first run of the inning on an RBI single out to center field. He would make it 6-2. And then later, Charlie Walsh would deliver in the clutch with a 2-run scoring RBI single out to center field. That would be the closest Norwich would come in the comeback effort here tonight. We'll take a timeout on the Capital Property Group postgame show. When we return, we'll take a look at some of tonight's highlight plays from the ball game, and we will also get you ready for matinee baseball at the ballpark tomorrow afternoon. Stick with us. The postgame show continues next.
Buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Much better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Welcome back to the Capital Property Group post-game show as the Sea Unicorns fall short. They lose it by a final score of 6-4. Time to look at some of our top moments of the ball game, our highlight plays. Let's start it out. Top of the first inning, it would be Kenny Noe with a sliding grab in shallow left field to retire Dylan Littlefield. That was tonight's Artisan Building and Remodeling defensive play of the game. Artisan Building and Remodeling, they're your trusted roofing experts. They've got you covered. Once again, it was Kenny Noe with the sliding grab in shallow left field. It would retire Dylan Littlefield for the second out in the inning. Now a look at tonight's SureBright Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. Once again, we go back to Kenny Noe. He would start the 6-4-3 double play in the second inning. He would fire it to Charlie Walsh, and then he would deliver it to Gabriel Rivera. SureBright Commercial Cleaning Services, providing janitorial services in the state of Connecticut for the last 30 years. SureBright, done right every night. Tonight, the middle infield for Norwich getting it done here tonight. It was Kenny Noe with a couple of nice defensive plays for himself. And then finally, tonight's DB Lunt feeling electric play of the game. We give it to C.J. Nolan. Some hustle late in the ball game. He gets himself into scoring position, and then the wild throw out into center field would land him at third. He would later come around and score. Look at the final totals here tonight. The Nashua Silver Knights have won 6 in a row now. They collect 6 runs on 10 hits. They made 2 errors. The Sea Unicorns dropped their 4th in a row. They have 4 runs on 6 hits. And for the first time this summer, if you want to take a positive, they did not make any errors defensively. The winning pitcher here tonight is Nashua starter Andrew Shenevert. He goes 5 innings of 1-hit baseball. He struck out 3. He walked just 1 batter. Shenevert now this season is 4-0 for the Silver Knights. He's been dealing so far. It's Justin Gwen who takes the loss. He went an inning and a third. He's now 0-1 overall on the summer. The save goes to Brandon Metivier. He collects the save. He locks it down for Nashua. He recorded the final out here tonight. It's the first save of the summer for Metivier. Nashua picks up their 6th straight win. Norwich now falls to 4 games below 500, 8-12 through their first 20 contests. Norwich back at home tomorrow. They have a date with the New Britain Bees right here at Dodd Stadium. First pitch scheduled for 1 o'clock. The pregame show kicks off at 12:45 Eastern Time. Enjoy some matinee baseball right here at Dodd Stadium. For all of our production crew with SNSN, Nick DeRue running the production here. Mike Minarski downstairs in the third base camera well, and Noel on first. I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night.